Hi, and welcome to episode 7 of Walking the Route, Northeast Corridor, New York. We're currently sat at Oak Point Yard, and there's a little bit of shunting going on. Sorry, switching, as they say. Yeah, just having a quick look at the yards for a quick tour. Hopefully not get pummeled by the GP38s. While they're switching around. Obviously all this work can be done with the GP38s in the journey mode, timetable mode, on the timetable mode. So we start off at the bottom end. So whereabouts are we on the route? We're actually there on the route. Oak Point Yard. More near Rochelle, and the route is quite the yard is quite big because it goes all down here and over to here as well. So we're going to start off all the way down here. Let him carry on. I don't know if there is anything collectible here. That's the thing. I'm not sure. So we're going to have a quick look. As far as we can go down. I don't know how far we can go down. I think I've actually been down all the way down here before. So it's just... This is an overall view of people that actually don't even, you know, you just travel the route. You don't, you just do this, the sessions, oh, what do they call those things? You just do the journeys and the timetables and that, and the scenarios. You don't do anything else. I mean, it's just nice to see what they've done on the route. You know, there's an awful few bins about, but I'm not sure how bad that is in real life. I'm not sure how well this is in real life, but we should be able to go in theory all the way down. And I suppose these were all put in essence of hindsight of. Well, perhaps we might be able to do some switching manoeuvres. Oh, we can't go any further. Oh, that's a bit lame. I thought you'd be able to go all the way down there. Okay. So, basically, well, obviously there's nothing there. It's just looking for collectibles as well. So I just want to have a quick look over here. Oh, you can't go that way either. They do things really... Ooh. That means I've got to walk up. I don't think we'll be able to get through that area there either. Okay. We'll come back to here and just do the rest over here in a second. You just don't know where there's collectibles, and it is kind of annoying because when I did the final episode at New Rochelle, I actually walked further up the track, and there was about a couple of minutes walk up the track. There was a no trespassing sign on one of the fences on the right hand side. So yeah, I was kind of miffed. There we go. Look, there's one all the way down here. Look, this is what happens if you don't look. I like the echo when you walk. So there also could be the hazard, the puddles, slip hazard sort of things. I don't think we can go down there. No. Okay. Right, so I have to walk our way back. This is why you look, because basically you just never know. Oh, someone just sent me a message. You get to see a little bit of the route that you wouldn't see, you know. I mean, it just goes to show how far the route is detailed. Okay, it's very basic, but it's detailed. It's not as basic as some parts of the route. So we'll have a quick look over here as far as we can go. And they will. I would be surprised if they shove some down the back here. But there again, maybe not. So we can walk all the way over here, look, you see. So it's always wise to check. We'll head back to the sidings in a minute. So you can hear the GP38 again. So what have we got down here, anything? A few cones. Nah. Pallet size rubbish. Boxes. Well, if it rains, they're going to get wet. Oh well. It's not my problem. That's my attitude. Oh no. Some of the ground position could have been done a little bit better, but oh well. You can't have everything. So just look around here, just basically see if they've got what's laughingly called hazard cones and that, but I doubt it. I mean, that could be the only thing that's here, you know? No trespass sign. There's nothing there, so we're going to go look further on down here. We can go the whole length of the yard, obviously. Oh. Concrete sleepers. Okay. So I don't think there'll be much more around here. Anything on the bridge? Probably not. So we're going to have a look over here as well, because... Can we get down there? No. I would probably have to say, out of route building, I suppose populating the route with, you know, with stuff like this, decorating it sort of thing, would probably be the most tedious thing to do. I know obviously some bits, obviously it's not individual pallets or individual boxes. That would be like an asset. Like this whole lot here would be like an asset to go down. The various boxes and put the odd car about. I wouldn't be surprised to see that there's a no trespassing sign on that box over there, so we're going to have a look at that in a minute. Same with just putting like assets, that'll be about 8 or 9 containers together that you can just plonk down, you know, just as one whole asset sort of thing to the route. Right, so I'll go down as far as I can here. I don't think we can go any further. So we've got a car park there, so it's not allowing us to go any further. I'm right at the end of the boundary. There's nothing there. The yard will start up here. Just have a quick look over here. I think I've done this in the route, so we shall have a quick look. There's nothing there. We would have shown up as being white anyway. And I think if I look down the side, it's just a normal wooden fence. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's always wise to look anyway, so I think if I remember rightly, I actually did the box, the signal box. Well, I call it a signal box. It's probably just a, I don't know, junction box, I suppose, yard box. Yeah, there's nothing on there, is there? Okay, let's carry on. So there's no trespassing on that area. There's no trespassing signs on that area. That sounds better. We can't go up there. No. So let's look on the map. Where have we been? Well, we've been down to these two. That'll be the next lot. Pop over that area. You can see how big this yard is. I thought we could do those doors, but we can't. They're not modelled. I think I said this was episode 7. It is episode 7. So we'll walk past the loco, as we do. Right, so this is the other area that we're going to look at. I'm actually going to go up to the end of the yard, right at the top. Well, I personally don't think there is going to be any more up here, but... But you never know. I mean, I don't understand why you'd have a no trespassing sign on the wall where you're on the railway side of the boundary. It'd always be on the other side, but hey, that's just me. Barrel. Don't see any over there because they'll stick out. Nah, there's none here, is there? No. Okay, right, so we're going to go back down. Ooh, one of them leaving. So there are a couple of yards on this route. Obviously Sunnyside is the Amtrak yard, which we've done in the last episode. Right, let's go down and have a look at these guys. I don't think we'll see anything down here, and the thing is, I don't really think that we get to use these yards at all in any of the scenarios. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't really done the switching ones, which I really do need to do. They will be done over time, but there's 95% nothing ever. You know, I can almost I certainly say there's hardly anything down here. Quick snoop around anyway. So this is the sort of thing where it'll be on these type of fences. So you never know. It doesn't look as though there is, which is a bit of a shame really. Right, well no, I can't go all the way down, but I'll go down to there, and that's it. As far as it'll allow me. So we'll just have a little look over here. Oh, it's just basic modelling, really. It's just you know, just to make sure that it looks okay. And 95% of the time they're there, but whether you'll use them or not. I mean, to be honest, if they decide to release the editor for the PC guys, there'll be people doing scenarios, and you just know that you'll have to come up here and select some sort of wagons and cut out some wagons and that. So I suppose it's all well and good to model it, but you know, it definitely would be nice to see all this modelled, you know, and it actually all running. But I think that's it, isn't it? Because I'm trying to go up towards that ramp there, but I can't. It's only allowing me to down to here. So no, there's nothing down here. So it's just a quick exploration of the yard, really. If you haven't done, I don't think there is any scenarios or switching that you can actually do down here. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. So there's a train going through over there. The draw distance isn't very good on the PlayStation. I mean, it would be nice to have all this on a PC that, you know what I mean. It's just, you know, that has all the bells and whistles on it. But I just don't have that money for that. That'd be a nice project to create. You know, I was looking at some guy's PC build that he's going to do, and the video card alone costs 1,100 quid. It's a 16 gigabyte video card, and it's just like it costs 1,100 quid, £1,100. Yeah. They're not cheap these days. You know, that's a video card at £1,100, and you can buy two or three PlayStations for that. So that was a quick tour, a very quick tour of the Hunters Point Yard, Oak Point Yard even. So yeah. Okay, so we moved a little bit further up. Is it further up or further down? It's further up from Oak Point Yard. We're now at the entrance to Hunts Point Yard. So Oak Point Yard is down just a little further on, around the bend down there. So we're on our way down to Hunts Point Yard. It's a bit of a walk, so off we go. Toodling by. I'm sure probably about 95% certain there'll be a few collectibles down here. If I remember rightly, there was some when I came down here doing one of the scenarios where I saw a couple of blank things on the fences. So again, it's just to explore, obviously, as well. That's something that you won't usually see, so you can't go any further. I think there's an overabundance of spare rail lying about. I don't think it's that bad. Although I was watching a cab ride video the other day, or route training video from London to Bedford. Not London to Bedford, Brighton to Bedford via the Thames Link, and there was an abundance of cut up rail. I think it was somewhere near Three Bridges. There was loads of it, all piled up along the side of the line. That's pretty crazy, So this would be the sort of fence. It's not, you can't go in there. So there's palisade fence in there. It would be along there. You got the road along there, which you can't go over. So it's one way in and one way out. There we go. Look, there's one there. But surely that should be on the other side of the fence. Know what I mean? I should make a note before every video thing that I do. You can't go in there either. Of of how many collectibles I still need. You can't go out there. That just doesn't work. Right, so we're going to go down the length of the yard here on this side, see what we got on the fence. But I know there is a couple of scenarios, is it 1 or 2 scenarios in here that you actually take wagons out. It's good to see they've actually got wagons down here, although they probably don't even move actually. I think 1 or 2 you do shunt out. But it doesn't matter if I'm walking on the track, to be honest. I think this is as far as I can go down here. There's a fence. Right, there's nothing there by the looks of it. That's a bit annoying, that. So how far does that go down then? Oh, so it goes all the way down there. So it takes all that lot. And we can't get into it. Seriously. There's no way you can get in there. Wow. So you can only do these little bits here. Oh, there's a hazard cone there, look. Didn't see that. So I may have missed some of those. So yeah, this is why you walk down the area. So this is why I'm going to be walking down this side. I don't think there'll be anything in there. I can't believe that you can't get in there. Wow, look at all that. That's a shame. That is a bit of a shame, that. That's a hell of a shame, actually. Right. I don't think there's anything on those sides there. This is obviously some produce. Is it produce sort of thing? So I'm looking on both sides here, just looking at. No. There's certain specific ones, isn't it? I think there's 1 or 2 scenarios. I think it might be 1 that you go down to Hunt's Point Yard. So I could do a GP38 then. So keep an eye out on both sides. But yeah, someone hopefully put in the comments of what these are used for. I could look at it actually on Google Maps. So how far can we go down? Don't think there'll be anything on here. There you go. Sometimes that's you know, that's why you have to go down as far as you can on these bits, just to look. I don't think there'll be anything on the fence, but I can't put anything past them. I think they're very sneaky. They said they are sneaky in some areas on some of the routes where they put them. I mean, if it was me creating a route designing, then I would put them in the most sneaky areas out. Make it hard. Right. Right, so we've been down that one. Let's go up this one. Can we actually go up on there? No. No, this is great. This is... Right, there's nothing down that way, it's the other way. I will be walking back down this way. I know it's not the best, but to get these things, you need them. There we go. So you walk down one lot, you walk up the next, and then we walk down this lot. I mean, that's if you want to collect the collectibles and that, but... So it leads you to believe, like, well, how much have I missed? You know, some you might find by accident, as I did up the top there. And some of the German routes, you actually have to find the holes in the fence. I'm like, really? I've got to look through the whole fences on the route. So I don't think there's much here. That's grass. I think they could stick one in the middle there, I don't know. So that's that area. Seems as though it'll only be on this type of ground. Quick look over here. See what we got. I'm now doing this on my... Well, I'm watching the stream. I'm not watching the stream. I'm doing the video in, playing the game, looking at my big massive screen, 47-inch TV. So I've got a wider area to look for, and it all stands out a bit more. You know, I can turn around and say I don't think. There's one over there looking there. I can turn around and say I don't think there'll be any more, but you just don't know, do you? And that's the thing. They can be sneaky as bugger. Oh, yes they can. So we're gonna... I know we walked down to the bottom end. That's a big puddle. Splish splash. So whether this area here is a big massive distribution facility or not, I don't know. I'm quite surprised they've allowed you to walk all this whole area. You know, they've not, you know, it's not been cordoned off sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Where like you can't get down there and then you're travelling along like that. You get down so far and then you can't go any further. I don't think there is anything down there, to be honest. Should have got the next part anyway. I mean, I don't think I saw any when we started coming up here, so... Right, on to the next bit. Just keep an eye out for white things on the side of the fences over there. I thought there might be one or two, but obviously not. See, now ideally, you thought you'd have one here, sort of thing. No trespassing. But, maybe not. So I think it's definitely one of here you've got to come down and collect the cut. You've got to drop some wagons off, then you've got to pick some up. I think it is a scenario. I think these are the only ones that are there, aren't they? I thought you could unlock these actually. Could you? I thought you could. Oh, was that how I climbed up them? Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, come on. So I'm a bit, just thought I saw a Jaguar. Is that a Beamer type? Mustang? Right, doesn't look as though there is anything down there. So there's one or two items that we've seen, so we've got, but there could be more. You may never ever finish, you know, unless they give you the full locations. You may never ever get them. It's a bit miffed though that you can't go all the way down into the yard. Right. So that's Hunts Point Yard sorted. Don't think there's anything. I don't think there is anything over here. No. Map goes off to the fence there. Look. Stop. Ooh. Maybe there should be like a level crossing sort of thing over here. Can't see the cars jumping across the tracks like that. Right, so that's Hunts Point Yard and done. Next one. Okay, so we're now at Harlem Waste Facility Terminal. Yeah. Okay. We're there. We can't go any further down here. This is as far as we can go. So we're at the, as they say, we're at the most westerly point. So that's the facility there. So I think these bits here join the main line, and this one just round here. We'll just go off there, but we'll go up to here first and see what's there. So let's go off and go and do it. We'll have a look at the, see what's on the over here in a minute. Oh, and there you go. Number 25 out of 40. So we've got another 16 to, we've got another 15 to get. I don't think there's anything over here. There we go. 12 out of 23 hazard cones. Not that I could see any there, so it could, that this is all that could be here. Two of them, just two, you know. I've got all the I think it's all the station ones. So it's hazard, safety signs, and maps. I have all the maps. I think there's something else as well. Oh, the no trespassing. There's not safety signs. Safety signs? I don't know. I can't remember. I did look before we come in, but I know I had one of them, which are all the station names. I don't think there'll be anything up here. It might not allow us to walk down here, actually. There again. You never know what's here. Well, okay. This is the whole thing for a bit of exploration. What's this? But if anyone has a clue what that is, let us know, because I've got no clue. How far can we get down? Oh, this is as far as we can go. Oh, okay. I mean, obviously there's going to be one or two things that I miss, you know, which is going to be a bit annoying. I don't think I'll ever get the whole lot of those ones, not unless I do a real thorough search of the route. But you know, you got to have enough time on your hands to do that. And I'm doing these as I'm doing videoing, you know, as I'm capturing the route. So we'll just come back around this way. I mean, they can put something there, you know. You just don't know. I mean, I think actually we think ourselves lucky. It's not a certain type of plant that you have to find. You know, find 5 of these. It's like, what the hell's that? You know what I mean? So I think we should consider ourselves lucky. And please don't. If anyone's watching, don't do that. That's seen better days. Tom's modding project gone wrong by the looks of things. Okay. Right. So I'm going to walk over here. I mean, it probably would be ideal to do this in segments, sort of thing, you know. So you walk up this way. And just walk over here to see if there's anything on the line. Like the hazard. There we go. I think there's one there. Look. No, it's a pallet. It's the draw distance playing up again. So I mean, you could be chasing it. I mean, I'm just going round. I tend to keep the videos about 40 minutes long, sort of thing. 40, 50 minutes. But this one's going to be a little bit longer because I'm doing all the yards apart from Sunnyside in one hit on one video. So it's going to be 3 yards, I think it is. 4 yards. We have the pond. Is it pond yard? Fresh pond yard to do. So it's just weird. There's no trains down here as well. So we'll have a quick butchers over here. Yeah. I think this video might be over an hour long. So if it is, by the time I've edited it down, I'll probably end up transferring it across onto a PC and doing it that way. Right, so we have 2 choices. We're going to take the right spur down here. We're going to go down here first, and then we're going to come back and walk our way over here. So we'll do this side. There's a couple of baseball fields over there. Obviously, this isn't an accurate representation of the area, but if you look on Google Maps around the, like the represented area where you are, it does look, okay, it's similar. It's accurate as they can get it, which I quite like. And the idea is to model the railway and not the actual, you know, the stuff on the end. Right, so I'm going to do a quick tour over in this car park area. We'll do that bit when we come back. This is the thing, you see, you just got no idea where they'll stick anything. They won't put them in there. If they're anywhere, they'll be here. So if you're wondering where you are, that there, that is the main line, the railway line. I'm sure it is. Yes, I think it is. That's the railway line here. The other one's the freeway. So not only have we walked over it, we're going to be walking under it. I'm not sure because I haven't really done the freight workings on here. I think I did. I started doing it and then I cocked it up because I just want to basically make sure that I haven't missed any of the things up here under the freeway. How far can we go up? No, usually we'd see anything by now. I'll do that lot when we come back. I wonder if we can go in there. No. Right. So this video, I could choose to split it in two, or I could choose to do it as an hour long, or more. We'll see how it goes. It is episode 7 and not, I keep thinking it's episode 6, so I've got to renumber everything. So I'm just wondering if we'll see any signs down here. So that's the old main line up there. It's pretty cool. Let's just walk around here. I'm going to actually go down as far as I can. I think there's one there, look. Or is that one that's not? Oh, that's one that's already been put on there, look. Yeah. That's annoying. You can't get close to the edge either. Don't want to fall in, do you? Right. There's nothing else there. I'd have thought they'd put some here, actually, to be honest. So we're now running alongside the main line. Wags put a cone on top of the container. Tell you what, they missed the trick if they haven't put any on the fences here. Oh, that's annoying. Well, that's... Really, I can't believe they've not done that. They'll go down to the end of a yard and put a cone, a hazard one. Really, and they've not... Wow. Okay. They might have put one down this side. It does remind me, because I have to do the freight journeys on here as well. I really can't see them doing that because I can't see anything down there. Nah, by the looks of it, they haven't. That's annoying. I thought they would have done that. Wow. Let's check this area, see if they've got any. hazards. You can have, usually you get a good idea, but I don't think they have. I mean, I like this route, I must admit, and it's kind of a bit of a shame that the Long Island Railroad route... Oh, really? Seriously, guys, you couldn't lift the pallet out of the way? Oh, man, come on. See, that is laziness there, right there. Lazy. Oh, dear. Oh, come on, seriously. Okay, I can... Oh, really, guys? Oh, man. They thought, oh, no one will see it. Uh-huh. Oh, jeez. Right, there's nothing here, is there? Quick check over there. No, I can't go over there, look. Oh, man, that is just lazy. Oh. I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to capture that, I think. Oh no, I can't because it will cock everything up. Oh dear. I'll leave that for you to talk about in the comments. Right. So we're on our way back out. I'm quite surprised we've not seen any trains going across there just yet. Have we got anything due? Yeah, there's one coming, look. It's just going past the railway yard now. I'm really surprised they've not put a couple of these signs along the route down here. So we can take this route here. That'll only take us down to the thingy down there. I think that bridge is double tracked and that's a single. Right, so we'll be on this track. There's not much I can do about keeping that red line off. Not unless I stay over here. I don't think there's any more collectibles down here. I've missed a fair bit of collectibles because the only other yard is Sunnyside Yard, and I think it's so yeah, that's why I didn't bother walking up there anymore. You just got that shunt neck. The next yard would be, I think it's Fresh Pond Yard, which is further back. So we'll get to the top here, and then basically you start to enter Oak Point Yard, which is the CSX yard. I don't think I'd ever be able to work next to a railway line, you know, as in like my place of work. is an extra railway line, because basically I'd be looking out the window all day. I'd be bad. What's that? Yeah, of course, that's the freight line as well. That's the main electrified line. That's the freight line, and these two are freight lines. Of course they are. And there you go. So we're back at the top. I don't think there's any freight coming to crossover on here. So we're at the Harlem terminal. And we're back at Oak Point Yard. Look at that. Oh, hello. No. Oh. Thought it might be. Okay, so the next one should be Fresh Pond Yard, I believe. So we'll see you there.